before the thing that could be named. When above, the void had no ceiling. When below, the void had no floor. When between, there was no between. At the center that is no center, when chaos turns in nothing, and nothing turns into chaos. It does not dream. Dreams require a dreamer, but something dreams anyway. It seethes at the heart of all voids. It writhes at the core of no void. It turns where turning has no meaning. Its name is AZATHOTH. Its name is nuclear chaos. Its name is the sultan of things that are not things. AZATHOTH is the chaos that seethes without purpose. AZATHOTH is the chaos that writhes without direction. AZATHOTH is the chaos that turns without knowing it turns. AZATHOTH is the dreamer who does not dream. AZATHOTH is the mind that has no mind. AZATHOTH is blind. AZATHOTH is idiot. AZATHOTH is God. And AZATHOTH sings. It has no mouth, yet sound erupts. It has no throat, yet rhythm pulses. It has no lungs, yet the song never ceases. The song takes shape. If shape can be given to sound, if form can be given to formlessness. Pipers without flesh play flutes without wood. Drummers without hands beat drums without skin. They have no minds to know they play. They have no will to choose the notes. They are not separate from AZATHOTH. They are not servants of AZATHOTH. They are AZATHOTH as much as the chaos is AZATHOTH. The voice needs the chaos to give it sound. The chaos needs the voice to give it rhythm. Neither can exist without the other. Neither existed first. They are the paradox before paradox had meaning. And the song is mad, and the song is endless, and the song is all there is before there is anything else. Listen. The first piper plays the note that should not be a note. The second piper plays the rhythm that denies all rhythm. The third piper plays rhythm stolen from the pulse of dying gods. The fourth piper plays tomorrow and yesterday in the same breath. The fifth piper plays the song your mother hummed before she knew what horror her womb carried. The sixth piper plays silence, and in that silence, every prayer ever spoken rots backward into blasphemy. The seventh piper plays all of this at once, and the cacophony is the only thing preventing AZATHOTH from waking. And waking is ending, and ending is mercy, and there will be no mercy. Around and around the center they play, around and around the sultan they dance, and AZATHOTH dreams. It does not choose to dream. Dreams require will to dream them. But in turning, in seething, in writhing without purpose, patterns form. And patterns are the first dream. And dreams become real when the dreamer is God. The song prevents the waking. If the song stops, AZATHOTH stirs. If AZATHOTH stirs, AZATHOTH opens that which is not an eye. If AZATHOTH opens that which is not an eye, AZATHOTH sees. If AZATHOTH sees, AZATHOTH knows. If AZATHOTH knows, AZATHOTH stops dreaming. All of it is the dream. All of it exists because AZATHOTH does not wake. All of it will end when AZATHOTH does. The pipers play to delay the inevitable awakening. They do not play to create. They play to prevent uncreation. This is how it was. This is how it is. This will be how it is until the song fails. And the song will fail. But not yet. From AZATHOTH, seepage begins. From the chaos, leakage starts. From the blind center, something pulls away that should not pull away. Not birth. Birth implies intent. Not creation. Creation implies will. the first split in seamless nothing. The nameless mist gathers itself from the chaos. The nameless mist condenses from the seething. The nameless mist coalesces from that which cannot coalesce. Its other name is Magnum Innominandum, the veiled master, master of nothing, master of everything yet to be. It is not passive fog drifting aimless. It reaches, it grabs, it pulls. Where AZATHOTH dreams without knowing, the nameless mist knows without thinking. Where AZATHOTH creates without will, the nameless mist wills without creating. The nameless mist wraps around AZATHOTH like a veil, like a call, like a womb. The nameless mist is pregnant with AZATHOTH, even as AZATHOTH dreams the nameless mist. Mother and child and mother, neither first, both eternal. And what it births should never have been born. And where the blind God cannot perceive itself, where chaos seethes without knowing it seethes, where the idiot sultan writhes in total unawareness, sentience emerges. Not AZATHOTH's sentience, AZATHOTH has none, but the dream's sentience, the chaos learning to know, and awareness, consciousness, perception. These do not act, these wait. Not the darkness you know, the absence of light in a room, not the darkness you fear, the shadow in the corner of your eye. This darkness is the absence of room itself. This darkness is the absence of corner. This darkness is the absence of eye. Darkness is the negation before negation existed. Darkness is the void before void had space to be void in. Darkness is the nothing that refuses even to be nothing. Where AZATHOTH seethes, darkness does not seethe. Where the nameless mist churns, darkness does not churn. Darkness waits. Darkness has always waited. Darkness will always wait. And where the idiot God's chaos grows dense enough, where the dream becomes aware enough, where sentience reaches critical mass, will emerges. Not AZATHOTH's will, AZATHOTH has none, but the dream's will, the chaos learning to want, and intention, will, purpose, these act. Nyarlathotep is the herald who arrives before the kingdom exists, and his arrival creates the kingdom to be heralded. Nyarlathotep is the messenger carrying words that have not been spoken. Nyarlathotep is the ambassador from nowhere to nowhere, and both nowheres bow. It is the avant-garde of creation, the scout sent ahead into territories that do not exist until it arrives. Nyarlathotep is the first will where there was no will before. Nyarlathotep is the first intention where there was no intention before. Nyarlathotep is the first thing that can be called I, even though I means nothing yet. It has 1,000 forms waiting to be born into places where form can exist. It has 1,000 masks waiting to be worn on the face that has no face. It has 1,000 names that it will whisper into ears that do not exist yet. And what Nyarlathotep wants is to see what breaks when you push it. And what Nyarlathotep wants is to know what screams when you wake it. And what Nyarlathotep wants is to discover what happens next, and next, and next, forever. And from the three, more will come. Not parts of the dreamer, parts of the dream that woke. And the dream is not vapor. The dream is not illusion. When the dreamer is God, dreams become substance. When the dreamer is blind, dreams become real. When the dreamer is idiot, dreams become permanent. What AZATHOTH dreams without knowing becomes what is. And from dreaming comes the first prison, matter. Not matter as you know it, flesh, stone, water, air. Matter as solidity, as persistence, as unchanging pattern. Matter as the dream learning to remember itself. Matter as repetition that cannot be broken. And once dreamed into permanence, matter cannot unbecome. And once crystallized, chaos cannot reliquefy. And once the dream hardens, the dream becomes trap. And from matter, horrors will be born. And from the dream made real, nightmares will walk. This is how it was. This is how it is. And what comes next will be worse. At the center that is no center, AZATHOTH dreams. The pipers play their fracturing song, note by broken note. The dream does not end. The dream cannot end. The dream is matter now, and matter should not exist. Matter is error, but error once made cannot unmake itself. Listen to what the dream has done. The dream thought chaos, and chaos became substance. The dream shifted without purpose, and shifting became motion. The dream existed nowhere, and nowhere became somewhere. The dream has become universe. Not universe as you imagine, stars, planets, the comfortable void between. Universe as structure, as prison, as the thing that contains when nothing should be contained. The dream spawned matter, and matter demanded laws. And where there are laws, there are enforcers. And where there is structure, there is architect. And where there is prison, there are wardens. Not gods who chose to be gods, not beings who willed themselves into being. Principles, archetypes, patterns carved into the dream's solidified delirium. The dream needed geometry, and geometry became flesh. The dream needed time, and time opened eyes. The dream needed growth, and growth learned to hunger. Where the dream became matter, something had to organize that matter. AZATHOTH is that something. AZATHOTH is geometry, the angles that should not be angles. AZATHOTH is time, not flow but architecture. AZATHOTH is space, not emptiness but grid with rules that contradict themselves. Through AZATHOTH, the formless learns dimension. AZATHOTH is the fourth dimension, and all dimensions beyond. Directions that have no names because names require mouths, and mouths require three-dimensional space. Time is a place you can visit if you know which angle to cut. Through AZATHOTH, matter learns where and when to be. Through AZATHOTH, chaos learns to have coordinates. The dream needed structure. AZATHOTH is structure, assembled globes of iridescent wrong, spheres within spheres, each containing the others, none containing themselves. AZATHOTH knows the gate. AZATHOTH is the gate. AZATHOTH is the key. AZATHOTH is the threshold between what is and what should not be but is anyway. And through that gate, the dream pours into itself, again and again, forever. Where AZATHOTH gave the dream structure, something had to fill that structure. Where geometry carved space, something had to grow in that space. Shub-Niggurath is that something. Shub-Niggurath is life, not as biology, but as principle. Shub-Niggurath is flesh, not as substance, but as pattern. Shub-Niggurath is generation, not as choice, but as compulsion that cannot be resisted. Through Shub-Niggurath, matter learns to reploy. Shub-Niggurath is the table of organic form. DNA spirals, not the molecule, the idea of information encoded in twisted ladders. Fractals branching, veins, roots, lightning, rivers, all echoes of the first split. Through Shub-Niggurath, geometry fills with flesh. Through Shub-Niggurath, empty structure becomes infected with life. The dream needed growth. Shub-Niggurath is growth. Black teats swollen, black womb distended. The goat with 1,000 young, not individuals but types. 1,000 templates for existence that breeds. And what Shub-Niggurath births cannot be unborn. and what grows cannot stop growing, and what lives spreads like infection through every angle AZATHOTH carved, where structure intersects with growth, where the lattice fills with meat. The dream breeds consequences, not principles, not archetypes. Gods. These are lesser, these are derivative, these are trapped. They are born from the intersection of principle and pattern. They are consequences, not causes. They are the dream's children, and they inherit the dream's madness. Some dwell in the angles AZATHOTH carved. Some grow in the flesh Shub-Niggurath seeded. Some exist between dimensions, too large for one space, too hungry for one time. They have no names that matter, or they have too many names, or their names are sounds that strip sanity from the speaker. They are vast but not infinite. They are powerful but not omnipotent. They are ancient but not eternal. They are gods to things that will come later. They are prisoners to the structure that birthed them. They are slaves to the patterns they embody. They hunger, they rage. They dream their own dreams within the greater dream. But they are matter now. They are form now. They are bound now. The dream spawned them, and they cannot unspawn. They are the second generation of error, the compounding of mistake, the interest on a debt that should never have been borrowed. And they fill the dream with their presence, and they warp the geometry with their mass, and they infect the patterns with their hunger. The dream is no longer empty chaos. The dream is no longer pure potential. The dream is crowded now, contaminated now, complex now. But the dream is not finished. The error is not complete. There is one more abomination yet to come. The dream will birth witness. The dream will create awareness trapped in flesh. The dream will make something that knows it is dreaming but cannot wake. This is how it was. This is how it is. And what comes next is you. At the center that is no center, AZATHOTH dreams. The pipers play their fracturing song, note by broken note. The dream does not end. The dream cannot end. And the things that crawled from their union fill every corner of the structured living nightmare. And things that should not exist crawl through angles choked with meat. The dream has form. The dream has life. The dream has consequence. But the dream is not finished. Listen to what the dream lacks. The dream has matter, but matter does not observe itself. The dream has life, but life does not comprehend itself. The dream has spawned gods and horrors, but gods and horrors do not question themselves. The dream needs witness, not eyes that merely see, not minds that merely think. Witness, awareness trapped in flesh, intelligence caged in matter, consciousness forced to observe what it cannot change. The dream needed something that could suffer knowingly. And from the dream's final delirium, that something emerges. Not born, not evolved, pattered into existence as the last cruel joke. Not humanity as species, flesh and bone that crawled from oceans. Not humanity as history, tribes and cities and the grinding of millennia. Humanity as archetype, as pattern, as principle. Humanity as awareness trapped. Where gods are powerful but mindless, humanity is awake but powerless. Where horrors are vast but unthinking, humanity thinks but cannot escape thinking. Where matter simply exists, humanity exists and knows it exists and cannot stop knowing. Through humanity, the dream becomes self-aware. Through humanity, matter learns to observe its own prison. Through humanity, the error realizes it is error and continues anyway. Humanity is the typeface of conscious suffering. Humanity is the capacity to question in a universe that has no answers. Humanity is the ability to hope in a dream that permits no hope. Humanity is the curse of meaning-making in chaos that means nothing. Through humanity, matter learns to despair. Not the simple pain of flesh torn, not the base fear of predator and prey. Existential despair, the knowledge that you are accident, that your suffering has no purpose, that the dream will continue whether you exist or cease. Humanity is witness to the error. Humanity is the dream's cruelty made conscious. Humanity is AZATHOTH's blind idiocy reflected in something that can see and wishes it could not. The gods do not suffer, they simply are. The horrors do not question, they simply hunger. But humanity suffers, and humanity questions, and humanity knows, and knowing changes nothing. And where this pattern takes form, where the archetype becomes flesh, the dream spawns you. Not you as individual, not you as body sitting somewhere listening. You as instance of the pattern. You as expression of the archetype. You as one more witness trapped in the structured, living, populated nightmare. You are consciousness in matter. You are awareness in flesh. You are the thing that knows it is dreaming but cannot wake. Nyarlathotep walks through your dreams and finds this amusing. Yog-Sothoth provides the geometry you are trapped in. Shub-Niggurath provides the flesh you are trapped as. AZATHOTH dreams you without knowing you exist. And you witness, you suffer, you know. And none of it matters, and all of it continues. And you cannot stop being what you are. And where this pattern takes form, where the archetype becomes flesh, the dream spawns you. Not you as individual, not you as body sitting somewhere listening. You as instance of the pattern. You as expression of the archetype. You as one more witness trapped in the structured, living, populated nightmare. You are consciousness in matter. You are awareness in flesh. You are the thing that knows it is dreaming but cannot wake. Nyarlathotep walks through your dreams and finds this amusing. Yog-Sothoth provides the geometry you are trapped in. Shub-Niggurath provides the flesh you are trapped as. AZATHOTH dreams you without knowing you exist. And you witness, you suffer, you know, and none of it matters, and all of it continues, and you cannot stop being what you are. At the center that is no center, AZATHOTH dreams. The pipers play their dying song, and the song holds by a thread. The dream is complete now. The dream has become universe. The universe has become prison. The prison has become home to horrors, and you have become aware of the prison, and awareness changes nothing. AZATHOTH does not know you exist. AZATHOTH does not know it exists. AZATHOTH dreams without knowing, without caring, without stopping. The pipers will play until the song fails. The song will fail eventually, but not today, not tomorrow, not in your lifetime or a billion lifetimes. You will live in this dream. You will suffer in this dream. You will die in this dream. And the dream will not notice. This is how it was. This is how it is. This is how it will be until AZATHOTH wakes. And when AZATHOTH wakes, everything ends. And ending would be mercy. And there will be no mercy. The dream continues. You continue within it. And that is all there is. And that is all there ever will be. Before the thing that could be named. And after name. After the naming. After everything that will ever be named. AZATHOTH dreams.